My name is Markus, my mother in the back nest here. Wonderful good morning. And I hope you're doing good. You have a great night and a wonderful start in this week and this trading day. In Germany, especially here in Bavaria, my hometown, is very, very winter. Winter is there, absolutely there. A lot of snow this morning, but maybe we get a wonderful white Christmas this year. Let's see. Okay, as you know, we stream this show on YouTube. So you will find a button in the right corner. You can click on it. So you will subscribe this channel. You will never miss an episode from Paul Jens or this morning briefing show. You can also give us a like if you want, or you can leave a comment below this video, or right now in the chat, Michael, good morning, or here on Zoom as well. So let me share my screen. Here we go. So, and I can see exactly, wonderful. So here we go. Hartmut, good morning. Nice to have you here. Tina, good morning. Marie-Louise, good morning. Mike, Sawadee Khap, good morning here also. And Vladimir Barry on YouTube at the moment. So we start with a quick view at the top news this morning. December, the rise in China factory gate prices moderated in November. This is from Beijing. This is the important message this morning. Then about shares, L'Oreal to buy US skincare brand, they take them over. And Reata Pharmaceuticals down 30% after hours on FDA advisory. So that's the top news. What do we expect today? It's Thursday. It's the 9th of December. In our German time, by the way, we expect the US weekly export sales at 2:30. Then gas storage report at 4:30. Yeah, that's all for today. Good morning, Kurt. Nice to have you here. Plamen, also good morning. Okay, so the top news this morning. And by the way, I want to invite you to our Admirals Telegram channel. In case you have a Telegram on your phone or computer, then subscribe this channels. We are up 542 subscribers in the meantime. You will find the link in the chat on YouTube and here on Zoom as well. So click on it and you are always best informed with this channel here in Telegram. So exactly, yeah, and all the time I want to invite you to our live trading room. It's based on this morning briefing show. Here, it's completely free for you. It's on Traders Yard. The name there is Dow Live Trading Room, and we talk about DAX 10 minutes and the rest. What we talked about in the morning. Here we discuss it in the during the rest of the day in English, of course, the main language, and in German also. So I would say let's go to the charts. And we start as always with DAX 10 minutes. So, and I have an open position because I decided to make day trading in 10 minutes in DAX with you. And here we go. That was the trade yesterday. I suggested yesterday morning, the morning briefing show. The time yesterday was when we opened 11:30 because there was a downtrend. That was the second trend arm and it worked again. So when we saw this first resist here, I sold half of the position and I'm still speculating that we reached a point of control on the lower side. So then I trailed my stop 0.3 by 0.3 and I let it go. So now, on the right side of the chart, there I have to realize that there is a secondary trend. So, and by that way, we have an quite old downtrend. We have a new uptrend, and which is what is really interesting, that we have another new trend, and this is this one. So, and therefore I decided to trail my stop loss into profit, and then I go out. It was a profitable trade, and I'm waiting for maybe the next long entry, maybe kind of this one. If I will see this, then I will make a trade to the upper side again to trade this second trend arm. I always used to try to get in the second trend arm, and you can handle this in DAX 10 minutes too. So let's go to the focus charts, because I have a couple of trading ideas for you. And we start with Bitcoin this morning. And I still have my pending order in, because this is still my uptrend. We are since yesterday in the correction. Point of control is up here at 56,782 dollars by one contract, by one Bitcoin, by the way. So, and yeah, that's what we have to do here right now, to open a position at the 0.2 in case we will see a trend continuation. So, and this is what we have to do in Bitcoin, by the way. Then we have the Dow Jones. And here we go. We have to make a trade here, guys. And because this is the trend. Move. Correction. And the move. And now we are in the correction. You know, in rule number 2, we can ignore rule, in trend arm number 2, we can ignore rule number 3, which means we don't have to wait until we see a correction deeper than 38. So, which means I can open a position here at close to the 0.2 to speculating for a trend continuation. I will do this after the show, because I don't want to waste time right now. That you see, I will make this trade in case the trend will continue. Yeah, if I see that the price is going lower, then I have to make a new analysis. But actually, in this moment, in this situation, I set a pending order at the 0.2. And we have the same situation in DAX 40. And because therefore, it could be possible that we see here a long trend too, which means that was the reason why I trailed my stop loss in 10 minutes into profit, because the 4-hourly chart shows us an uptrend here right now, and this in own correction. By the way, we hit the point of control again, very fine, very exactly. Now we're circling around the point of control, but that's the rules. It's rule number 2. We have a valid trend, second trend arm, and the entry is here at the 0.2, again, to speculating on a trend continuation. It could take time, maybe because we are circling around the point of control here. So therefore, it's a good idea to make a pending order stop buy at the 0.2, because first of all, we have to overcome the point of control. Then we have British Pound USD. There happens nothing, still on the lower side. There is nothing to do. And in Euro USD, yeah, we see that the trend is still valid, by the way. You see, and we are in the third trend arm. This one. And as you know, we made our trade here already. So we had a profitable trade. And then this one. And here was the second trend arm. Then Mr. Powell came around. We had this. And here you see there's no trend break. No trend break, which means the trend continuation is here also possible. And this is what I was waiting for, because we can make an entry in the third trend arm too. You know, maximum fourth trend arm, second and third are the best. So, and this was I'm waiting for a small, tiny correction, because now I want to make an order here to this point and close to the next 0.2 to speculating on a trend continuation. So Euro USD should be on your list, by the way. So we have to just quick look at the DAX, 10 minutes. And here we go. I think it was a good idea to trail my stop into the profit right now, because it's an old trend. And yeah, this is also a new uptrend, but as I mentioned, this one also. So now I'm waiting for the next correction because this is a young trend, second trend arm. And here I'm waiting for the next correction. And then I want to open the next position to the long side. Yeah. Then I get out with the short trend. This was a profitable trade, but I also have to take this second trend arm also. Okay, so let's go to our running trades. So before we do this, my question of today is very interesting. And the question of today is, can gold reach $2,000 again? What do you think? Can gold reach $2,000 again? So two options. Yes, of course. No. Okay, I think, Nastia, this is Russian, right? No is going down. That's really interesting. That's really cool. So I hope you can read in Russian, but the second option is no, it's going down. I guess in Russian it should be the same. Really, really cool. It's wrong. Oh my gosh, that's really funny. Okay, but the second option, no, it's going down. We does not, or we don't reach 2000 again. So now let's check the running trades. Is Euro, British pounds, and ta-da! We reached the point of control again. Yeah. Is it a coincidence? No, not in my opinion. I can't edit it, Paul. No, so no problem. Okay. So we reached the point of control again. You see, we made wonderful trades. The first one in the second trend arm here. We reached the point of control again. And here we did it again. So what we can do right now, yes, you can do whatever you want. Yeah. So as you see, I'm still in with the rest of my position because I want to ride the trend as long as possible. And as long as I don't see a contrary trend signal, I can ride this trend. I want to finish this trade. I want to close this trade the moment maybe I see a secondary trend, maybe like this one. Yeah, then it's possible to close. But as long as I don't see a contrary signal in the opposite direction, I can leave my stop loss here and maybe I can wait for a correction and maybe a next trend, whatever. We don't know. We don't know yet. So why should I intervene in this trade? I'm safe. Yeah, the stop loss is in profit. I cannot lose money anymore. So what do you think? What do you think? Type in the chat box. What do you think? Should we close the trade or should we ride the trend? What should we do? Type in the chat box. What do you think? Should we close the trade or should we ride the trend? Wow, Tina, close. Why? Are you a little bit emotionally? Okay. William, let it run. Mike, here, close. Ian, ride the trend. I would close. Close. Lisa, close. Why? Ride the trend. Yeah, Raquel, I'm with you. So free lunch, get as much as you can, Danny. Yeah. So you see, there is no rules. There are no rules. Okay, there's a question. Write it, Edward. I think so. Yeah, I think so too. Okay. So, and you see there are no rules for trade management. Yeah. Take profits when offered. So I took already 2 profits. Yeah, by the way. So only 25% of the rest position is running finally. And here you can see there are no rules for your trade management. Yeah, it's just only up to you. It's your job. And whatever you do, at the end, it could be right or could be false. Who wants too much, he get nothing. Yeah, you see, there is no ultimate way to do this. It's about your plan. So, but if you think it really through, then it's also possible to ride the trend. We don't know what happens on the right side. There could be a next correction and then a trend continuation. Who knows? Who knows? So it's just up to you. So I can say what I can tell you what I will do. So I ride the trend. I don't go out. I only go out when I only close the trade when I see contrary trend in the opposite direction, because then I have to switch the position, because then I have to handle this trade or this underlying as I would not have an open trade. Yeah, so I'll ride the trend for that moment. Then we have gold. And in gold, I made a bit mistake yesterday because that's the trend. Move, correction, move, and correction. So we had the entry at the point 2, yeah, and then we had a close above the last point 2. And there I have forgotten, because I was not on my place, to make a partial profit. This is what I have forgotten yesterday. And that was a little bit stupid, because if you check it out, let me see here, because you see with normal candles, and here is the trend. So that was the first trend arm. That was the second trend arm. Here we went in, and here we had a clear close above the last point 2. And latest at this point, the strategy was successful and was working. And at the end of this candle, I should made partial profits to make the trade safe. Yeah. So of course, we saw yesterday that the price rejected exactly at the point of control again. Yeah, and actually I can see a bit higher prices in gold, but actually this will be next time I will be more carefully at 11 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, German time, by the way. And if I have another close above the last point 2, then I will sell 75% of my position, and I want to ride the trend too. Yeah, but this, yeah, I hope the market will reward me a little bit for my patience and discipline, and not for my mistake, not punish me for my mistake. Okay, so get back here. Okay, so that's the running trades actually in Euro, British pound, and gold. And Bitcoin, we have the pending order. And Dow Jones DAX 40, I make the pending order afterwards. So what's on the watch list in 4-hourly chart? In 4-hourly chart, some interesting ideas. We start with Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, because here we go. They offers us a new trend. So why is it? Here we go. We have a new trend. This one, and you see point of control is quite far away, or we have space to go here to this volume zone. So which means the next correction is our entry again at the point 2. So therefore, please, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar on your watch list. Canadian dollar rate decision is over yesterday, and now we can think about a new trade. So very difficult is US dollar, Japanese yen. So because we have this trend. By the way, point of control is quite far away. So it's going short, by the way. Okay, so first trend arm, second trend arm, actually point 2. And here we go. We are still in the second trend arm. There was no trend break here. So we have still a valid trend in the second trend arm. So is there a contrary trend in the opposite direction? No, there is not, because here we go. That's, you see, that was not really a close. So there's not a valid trend. Yeah. So in case we will see a real close above this last point 2, then we have to confess that there is a new uptrend, and then we have to do this. But as long as we cannot see this, we have to suppose that the red trend, the main trend, will continuing to the lower side. And therefore, I have to make an entry at the point 2. In case you want to go earlier into the market, like maybe here, it's also possible. It's just up to you. It's just up to you. But then be careful. In case you must realize that the price is not going down, yeah, and it's rejected maybe here, then you have to trail a stop loss and close the trade. Yeah, don't make too much risk. And if you want a little bit more safe, then make the entry at the point 2. It's just on you. So here, another worth thing, you see, we had this trade and, you know, we closed it because it was the first time it was not working for me. Oh, I realize I'm in. I've forgotten this trade. Oh my gosh. I have forgot this trade that we opened the trade there. Okay. So we have to handle this. So this is the trend, you know, move, correction, move, and correction on this one at the same price. So here we go. And is there a trend continuation in the meantime? Let's see, point 2. No, it's not. It's not really a trend continuation. So here we go. It could be interesting to switch to normal candles again. Nah, it was not really a close. It was not really a close. So there was not really a possibility to make a partial profit for the moment. Okay, so which means we are still in, but we have to watch it closer. Yeah, and the stop loss is below the last 0.3. So yeah, just have a look on it. If it's not working, trail the stop loss and try it again, because you know, only 2 things can happen or must happen. Even a trend break again, or finally a trend continuation. We don't know yet. We only can act on what we see on the right side of the chart. So therefore I have to do here on the upper side. Okay, next one, Euro Canadian dollar. Here we go. Be careful with this because we have 2 trends. So first is the downtrend in its second trend arm. But be careful, point of control is up. And now we have a contrary trend. Move, correction, move, which means we have to open a trade at this point too, because I don't have an open position right now. And this means I have to trade the leading trend. The leading trend is facing upwards. It's a long trend. So therefore, I have to open a position here and it's speculating to go back to the point of control. This could be really interesting. British pound Canadian dollar. It's still a downtrend. It's not so easy to see this. Is this move, correction, and move. And we are here in the second correction, but really, really, really deep. So if then an entry at the point 2, this is possible. And finally, no, not finally, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. It's a new uptrend because here we go. First trend arm, second trend arm. We are waiting for the correction and then let's go up. On the watch list, please, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. And you see in every trend, a correction is needed. And this is what we are afraid of. We're always afraid of the correction. And we see, oh, now I'm in profit. I'm in profit. Oh, I don't want to lose money. The correction is coming. But guys, without a correction, there can never be a trend. So why should we be afraid of a correction? It's a part of the trend. And now you realize, hopefully you realize, that money management is the crucial point. The earlier you say goodbye to big profits with a small account, the earlier you get profits, because then you are able to let it go. But never be afraid of a correction. It's a necessary part of any trend. And the last one is Euro Japanese yen. And it's interesting because this is the trend. Move, 0.2, correction, and now we have a valid trend. Now we are on a correction. Now we can set a pending order at the 0.2 to speculating for trend continuation and maybe ride the trend to the upper side. Euro Japanese yen. So we have a lot of things to do in 4-hourly chart, and I will set all trades afterwards. You can ask me in the Traders Yard room afterwards if you have any questions more. And still on our side is Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar in daily chart. And yeah, I have forgotten to set the pending orders. I see it right now. Okay, you can see I made it on my real account here in New Zealand, also New Zealand dollar. You see there is the trade open. Here I have forgotten to trade, so stupid. I hope you made it. I hope you are better than me. I think the FTSE chart is not longer interesting because we saw a trend break, which means there is not longer a trade. And Euro Australian dollar could be interesting in daily charts, still interesting. Just we have the trend. That's the trend. And here we go. Second trend arm, big correction. Yeah, you don't have to set a pending order now. Yeah, now you have two options. If there will occur a balance candle, maybe here, round about the point of low, then you can make your entry. But be careful with your stop loss. The stop loss should be placed below the last 0.3 because we want to ride the trend. So in case the price, you see a balance candle there and the price is going up and you see it's not working, yeah, then you should trail the stop loss. If you want to be more safe, then make an entry at the 0.2, yeah. So it's just on you all the time, by the way. Okay, so you see we have a lot of things to do today. And my question today was a kind of tricky question. Can gold reach $2,000 again? 84% says yes, of course. And 16% says no, is going down. So who is right? My answer, who cares? The point is, as a private trader, yeah, you can have an opinion, but please never place your orders about your opinion. As a private trader, you cannot influence the price. You can analyze the chart, you can interpret if you want, but if you catch the logic in trading, then you know, okay, I have to follow rules because I only can work with guarantees. If you don't have I only can work with probabilities. If you cannot work with guarantees, you have to work with probabilities. So therefore, to be honest, I don't care about gold. I just follow my rules. And with this, we can make money on a long run. I want to say thank you for your attention this morning. Thanks for joining this session again. I wish you a wonderful day. I hope we see each other tomorrow again, 8:30, right before the markets open. And as always, have courage and be kind, and may the force of the rules be with you.